Mr. Let me get your name correctly before I moderate. Mr. Adetunji Adebayo, has something to say. He just written a book titled The Gen AI Playbook for Leadership. Please, can you come forward? Let's just have any other two people who run businesses. Yes, one more person. Any other person going. You can't have a brainwave after this. God, thank you. Please, can you come to the middle? All right. Tell us your name, your matric number. Just kidding. Your name and then what is the 2 minutes? 2 minutes, yes.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Hi, people. My name is Adetunji Adebayo. I am an information security professional slash a generative AI GRC lead and a forward-looking individual when it comes to generative AI itself. For quite some time, I've been reading and listening to a lot of documents and manuscripts on generative AI and agentic AI, and I've seen that the majority of them have been speaking to technical aspects of the generative AI is speaking to the technical aspect of the technological aspect of the people that are involved in that sector. Well, having had a kind of talk with the C-suite leaders, I mean, the leaders in the industry, I've discovered that there is nothing, virtually nothing, that are directed to them. And these are the people that drives the business. They're the people that own the money back. They're the ones that tells where the money really goes. Now, I have now put together, a book titled The Generative AI Playbook for Leadership, How to Drive Innovation with Enterprise AI. I put it together for the C-suite leaders in the industry who are the leadership in the industry. So what I put together is number one to explain to them from the foundation what the generative AI means and the agentic AI, how the brain and the agentic guys can work together. Number one, to scale the business. Number two, to drive R&D on an unprecedented level. And number three is to just collaborate the AI and the human partnership and see how business can thrive to the next level. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please a round of applause for him. Is the book here? How can they get the book?
It will soon be out.
Okay, so it's not published yet?
It's not published yet.
Okay.
It's about a week to publish.
All right, so please get his contact so that you can know when the book is out. And if you're also part of this network, the True initiative, you will get to know once the book is published. Thank you. So, 2 minutes.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much, Grace. Can I just say, who likes to be happy here? Everybody. Okay, if you like to be happy, just do like that. Okay, so hello, that's my introduction. I do so many things, but now by God's grace, I'm trying to just, go one way. Instead of saying, oh, I have ideas for days, I am very creative, I write, I do actually have about 4 books on Amazon, I sing, I have 1 song on Spotify. Instead of saying, okay, I train, I teach dance, what I'm rebranding my business now to be is something we call Move. Move. Do you know that they did studies and they found out that amongst people who are depressed, there's less vertical movement. So they don't do many, because you can imagine being depressed is like being oppressed. So I've gone to university, trained, become a psychotherapist, and I'm using all of that plus my experience, which I was sharing with Ellie, with my own mental health. And I'm using that to inspire change. I'm directing this towards women. Like I said, I don't want to be everywhere and nowhere. So I'm using movement, using singing, so the creative arts, and using that to build mental resilience. I have a couple of books. One of them is called Money Wisdom. You might be talking about how money wisdom, but if you get it for your young people, you'll be able to see that teach them early discipline, teach them early character. That book talks about it. And the second one I want to mention to you is called, I'm checking my minutes, a few seconds left. Second one I have is called Before You Get Offended and Leave. Before, see everybody, So no, I'm talking to that wisdom. I think my time is done. My name is OME or Esther. Oh, Amazon. Amazon. Did I say I have 4 books on Amazon? So just go on Amazon, type Money Wisdom by OME, and then type Before You Get Offended and Leave, and make it a present for someone next month, which is Christmas. God bless you.
Thank you. Before you get offended and leave, get a book. All right. Yeah, please.
I have a quick announcement to make. I'm Dr. Lewis, and I'm with the African Business Association, and we empower Black and ethnic minority businesses right here in Bradford. We have a conference coming up on the 5th of December, and I just want to let you know about the conference. And it's called Scaling Your Business Amid Global Challenges, Leveraging Partnership and innovation. So there was lots of discussions about partnership, people networking, people getting together. We provide this facility. So on the 5th of December, you'll come and join us. What I'll do, I'll give the organizer the information so they can put it up on the screen for you. So I'm looking forward to seeing you on the 5th of December. It's in Leeds. I'll put the information up there shortly. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. And I'll be the host of that event, so you want to come. Please, the mic, you can come closer. It's working. Yeah, just bring it closer.
Sure. Good evening, everybody. My name is Abotede Meridian Shitu. I'm the face behind and the founder of Trades and Trades by MD. This is a brand that consists of 2 different brands under it. We have the fashion brand, which is MD Clothing. We deal with trendy African wears, ready-to-wear collection, ranging from dresses to 2 pieces like I'm wearing. We have trousers, we have different nice African prints. And the other brand is the African Snacks brand, which we have the Kinishi, Kuli Dankwa from Nigeria. So they are really nice, it's not so spicy, just for you to have a taste of home while you're away. So if you would like to look at our stand, we have various products from my brand. Just check us out, and it's very affordable. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so this will be the last one. I said you cannot have it done with me. Okay. 2 minutes.
Hi everyone. My name is Tommy Wadaga, and I'm the founder and the director of Babes of the Most High Global CIC. And perhaps you're asking what we do. So it's a women-led community that empowers women. Okay, so what do we do? How do we empower women? So when we say empowerment, we empower women physically, spiritually, emotionally, in all spheres of life. So what we are trying to, the message we're trying to pass across at Base of the Most High is that as for us as women, anywhere you find yourself or whatever that you have gone through in life, don't limit yourself. There's nothing that you cannot achieve in life. She said it, and I love you so much I love everything about your session. And definitely I'm going to have it. I'll have it with you. There's nothing that we cannot achieve. As far as you can see it, you can achieve it. Forget about where you're coming from. My sis, you said we're coming from Ibadan or something. Wherever you came from, yes, as far as you can see it, you can achieve it. And like she said, the audacity, that is all you need. And believing in yourself. So that is all we do at Base of the Most High Global CIC. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's a round of applause for her. Base of the Most High had their conference, I think it was last month, and I had the privilege of hosting their participation. So that is it. I know from doing this for over 15 years now, once people hear somebody else come forward to speak of what they do, they will want to come forward. All right? But we are moving straight to the next segment of this event. Trust me, what you saw here now of people coming out to speak of what they do is a very difficult task to think about. And that's public speaking. And I understand how difficult that can be for people to stand in front of a live audience to speak. And that is what the next segment is about to address. It's a workshop about public speaking. And the person that will be leading the workshop is the husband of the lawyer and preacher. Ladies and gentlemen, we will play. Please. The networking will continue after this segment. All right? Yes, there is snacks. If you do need to get some snacks, please get some snacks without networking now and come back to your seat. All right? We have QR code on the screen. Please scan the QR code and tell us, what you think about this event. Please, we do need your feedback. What you think we have done well, what you think we can do better going forward. Please scan the QR code and give us feedback. All right, we'll play the intro for the next speaker, and the next voice we will hear will be that of Itopa Ibarra. All right. Itopa has just agreed for us to, go on break. All right. The break will be for just 10 minutes. Please feel free. We have a lot to eat and drink. Get yourself something to eat and drink, and network for the next 10 minutes. By my count, this is exactly 5 p.m. Sorry, 7 p.m. By 10 minutes past 7, we will return and continue the event. All right? Thank you very much. Media, music.
More than I can be. On your shoulder.
I wanted to be eating at the top, eating at the top.
All right, thank you very much, Celine Dion and co. All right, can the networking cease now? Can people return to their seats, please? You should not be standing at this time. This networking segment will come back after the next segment that we have. And everyone standing at the back, everyone sitting at the back, return to their seats. Rotimi, please, can you come back to your seats? Yes, yes, now you are the listener. If you are standing, everybody will be standing. Networking is over now. Wait to the place. Can you return to your seats? Um, yeah, go to me. Yes, please, can you return to your seats? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. T-Ben. T-Ben. Okay. I know your name is you seem like MVP. All right. Someone is still standing at the back. If you're standing, you are the reason we are not starting yet. So you are holding everybody. Please, we should not be standing. Apart from Steven can stand. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will very quickly move straight to the very next segment. Like I said earlier, that if you listen to everything that has been said in this event today, one thing comes very clear, and that is the place of leadership. And there is no leadership without communication. And trust me, one of the hardest things to do is to communicate in any form, either communicating your idea, standing in front of people to talk, say whatever. All right. So the next segment is a workshop on public speaking, and the person hosting this segment is a professional within his tribe. All right. He has not just built himself as a public speaker. He has also done a lot within the developmental environment. And this person is a public speaker of repute. So we will listen to his, please can you start afresh? We'll listen to his bio, and the next voice we will hear is that of Ikofa Ibarra.
And expand access to education across underserved communities. As the founder of Church on the Street, he has mobilized over 20,000. Tofa Ibarra is a seasoned development consultant with over 6 years of experience designing innovative solutions to reduce poverty and expand access to education across underserved communities. As the founder of Church on the Street, he has mobilized over $20,000 to fund grassroots development initiatives directly impacting more than 9,000 beneficiaries in Nigeria. A recipient of the prestigious Chevening Scholarship, Itofa is also a two-time author and a TED speaker. His work bridges social innovation, policy, and community transformation. He currently leads the GCE Global Citizen Education Program at Oxfam Ireland, where he provides policy advisory, trainings, and curriculum design for the Irish Aid-funded project. Make welcome, Itofa Ibarra. Itofa Ibarra is a seasoned development
Very good evening, everyone. So we're going to do something very quickly. If there's an empty seat in front of you, I want you to move forward. Please. That's the first activity we're going to do. If there's an empty seat in front of you, I want you to move so we fill it up. Let's form a cluster here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Fantastic. Fantastic. So if there's an empty seat in front of you, please, let's move forward. Okay. Are we all full? Did you grab something for a quick bite? Did you get something to eat? Did everybody get something to eat or something to drink? I am still eating. Did you get something to eat? Okay, fantastic. All right, so while we're getting our presentation ready, a little bit of background on what I'm going to do today. I'm not going to teach you public speaking because that will be an insult to your intellect. Yes, public speaking, everybody can do public speaking. The fact that you called your mom yesterday or 2 days ago, you're already a public speaker. The fact that you came out to hold the microphone, you're a public speaker. The fact that you went here to ask them for croissants and some sandwiches, you are a public speaker. What I'm going to be teaching you today, however, is how to communicate for impact. Is that okay? So how do you take a raw idea and share it with somebody, or share it with a potential investor, or share that idea with a potential partner that you can collaborate or partner with you, and it changes the game for your career? How do we do that? So that's what I'm going to be showing you today. So if you know that this isn't what you need, then you could just, use the door now. We'll give you some time, use the door. But if this is something that's really going to help you building a career, building a business, building a relationship, then you want to stay for this session, I promise you. All right, so I'll title my talk today, The Magic of the Stage. What is the stage? The stage is not the podium. I'm Nigerian, so the stage is not when you hold the microphone, you're not on the stage. That's not it. The stage is every opportunity you have given to start a conversation that has the ability to move the needle for what you're doing in innovation. That's what the stage is really in itself. And so, my chairman, you have to move forward with this. So, 3 seats in front of me. Can we move forward? My bosses and my aunties, there's some seats in front of you. All right? I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks a lot. What we're trying to do is we want to build a cluster, all right? Thank you. So basically, communication for impact. And some of the things I'm really going to work with you guys through today is many things you already know. We'll talk about, how to communicate for impact, not just be a public speaker. We're going to do a little bit of psychology of communication, and then we'll do a bit of storytelling. But before I get started, we're going to do a very little bit of exercise. I know you've gone to meet people, you've exchanged cards, you've taken numbers. But the first thing I want us to do today, you're going to get up from where you're sitting. I want you to walk up to somebody, and I want you to go and inquire from them, when was the last time they cried? Yes. I want you to go and inquire. Don't talk to the person sitting close to you. Just so they can hear me. Make sure you get an answer from your partner. 30 more seconds. Ladies, did you get an answer from her? All right. Class is in session now. Class is in session now. Thank you very much. I see some people illustrating the tears. Good. All right. Class is in session now. Thank you very much. Now, I can guarantee that. Okay, let's get your attention back. I can guarantee you 110% that 80% of you people in this room failed this exercise you just did. Wow. The question said, find someone and ask them, when was the last time you cried? You're wrong.
Then is it like what time?
No, I'm coming. The title of my talk is called Communication for Impact. And one of the most powerful tools you can wield to be an incredible communicator is active listening. What a lot of you did was you went to ask her, when was the last time you cried? And you told me, she said to me, it was church, I cried in church. And I said, oh, so I cried in remorse. And the conversation ended. So if we continue, that's very good. If she tells me that she cried in church, my job is to ensure that I dig deep till I find. So if you did that, kudos to you. So but if you just, all you did was inquire, then you didn't pass the exercise. Now, why is this very important? We live in a very, very, what we call the Instagram generation, where everybody just really fast. This happens a lot, whether in a relationship or in a partnership, where you're talking to somebody, the next thing that is going through your mind is, what are you going to respond? No, you don't really listen to her. You don't listen to me. You cannot make any impact like that. People who have built incredible things that have shaped the world, whether it's in entrepreneurship, whether it's in policy, it's in governance, is the ability to listen. I believe, as a speaker now, I've listened to this environment and I've ascertained what the emotional thermostat is in this room. And that's determined how I'm steering the conversation. Active listening is a powerful tool you must have. But this is not my talk, this is just a preamble. Now, when you look at companies like Apple, Nike, a lot, that somebody could build we could, the debate for capitalism and the current market valuation is 3 trillion. Somebody sat down somewhere and came up with Nike, and the current market valuation is $112 billion. Somebody sat somewhere and came up with Netflix, says Uber, there's Airbnb, and this, you call them the Fortune 500 companies. What these guys have done was the fact that through active listening, and when I mean active listening, I don't want you to listen to what I'm saying literally. Active listening is paying attention to the needs in your environment. Active listening is paying attention to the disposition and the demeanor of the person next to you. Active listening is gauging the room and saying, I'll tell you guys a very good example. When you go to workshops, you know what you do all the time? You go to the most famous person in the room, and that's the person you want to get their cards. But you know that's the wrong way to network. Every time you go to a workshop and there's like a list of speakers, and there's probably like a very famous name, you never go to that person. The person you should go to is the person who's holding the camera to record them. It's the person who held their bags when they came into the room. That's the person you should go to. Why? Because 95% of people in the room are looking to get to that person who looks famous. But that's just a different talk. And so great ideas are launched from active listening and impactful communication. What does this even mean? How can the next, I was chatting with the lady outside the house, this incredible fashion thing she's displaying. How do incredible brands that go to disrupt a whole ecosystem or disrupt an industry, how do they start? Active listening. Active listening. And so you can be in this room right now and you have an idea. That idea is probably in its nascent stage. It's still building, it's still coming up, it's still developing and evolving. How do you walk into a room and you meet a Stephen who works in innovation? Say, Stephen, I'm trying to raise 10,000 pounds. I know you've done some connections. I'm really new to this thing. How, in a room of probably 20, 30 people, how do I get Stephen to remember me? And when I leave this space and I send him an email or I send him a LinkedIn connection, I was like, I really love the conversation you talked about. I'm building something. I want to get some help. How do I make sure he remembers me? Because every single one of these guys, at some point, they had to raise money, fundraising. Whether it's Series A, Series B, first round, you need to raise money for your company to scale. So that ability to be able to take that raw idea, whether it's you want to start a church, you want to start an NGO, you want to build an app, a software, a business, it all starts with communication. So the first exercise was to bring you to a place where you realize that active listening is a very powerful tool you must have. So when you enter a room, everybody, if we get into a conversation, for instance, now, I always steer the conversation away from myself. And it's intentional. I went to University of Benin, we call it whining. Whine you. The goal is to, steer the conversation from myself, put it on you. When I leave, you will remember me. Even if there were 10 people. I know Dream is laughing because I did it to him. Now, does anybody know this woman? Yes, you should. I'll go back again. You see these companies here, and we talked about the importance of active listening and impactful communication. What makes a communication impactful is the ability that is able to move people to take action. It's the ability that is stirring something inside people. So as you're listening, somewhere in your brain, all the files are just they are going through. That's what communication is. Now, and I said that great ideas are launched from active listening and impactful communication. Does anyone know who this woman is in this room? Pardon? No, you can't Google search her. I'm going to tell you guys a story, a very powerful story that will illustrate this point I'm about to make. So, pretty much nobody in this room knows her. Does anyone here work in tech? Does anyone here work in policy? Does anyone here work in the fashion industry? Okay, all right, okay. Good. So, this phenomenal woman is an inspiring woman. She's the one who designed the Nike logo. And her name is called Caroline Davidson. Now, the reason I like to use her as a case study is because it explains how a person can be in an environment where disruption is happening, but they can miss the tide and the move of that disruption. She's a billionaire, she's wealthy, right? But I like to make the argument that she's supposed to be a lot more than she currently is. And I'm going to prove my point to you, prove it to you with a story. In 1971, she was going to Portland University in Oregon, in the United States. Now, Nike company that you and I, some of you have Nike shoes, you're wearing Nike shoes, but they have Nike shoes everyone today. Nike shoes, it was formerly called Blue Ribbon. All right? Phil Knight is the founder of Nike. I wish I put their photos. I didn't put their photos. So Blue Ribbon was a company. She was a student. He was her accounts teacher, accountant, professor, or lecturer. You know, one day she was talking about how she didn't have money to get painting, to buy paintbrush and all that stuff. I said, sure, you know what? I'm starting a company. Can you run the logo for me? He said, oh, well, sure, why not? So I'm going to use that extra time, and I'm going to design the logo for you. Guess what? She does it, a couple of iterations. She came up with a swoosh. It's called the swoosh Nike logo. Now, in athletics, this is one of the most valuable logos in the world. The Nike logo. Of course, it's gone through a couple of iterations over time, but as of today, this Nike trademark logo is so valuable that if you put it on anything, a baby, some kids know what Nike is, all right? So she came up with that concept. And in 1971, she was paid $35 for this logo of a company that's worth $100 billion. Now, if you adjust for inflation in 2025, that will be around $275 that she was paid. Now, why is this story so important when it comes to communication for impact? A couple of years later, she was called by Phil Knight, come to the office, and they gave her a golden ring. They gave her about 500 shares in Nike, and they had a party celebration for her. And in her statement, she said, you paid me money already for this logo. What's all the celebration about? But because she had created something very iconic that had the ability to shape the whole athletic ecosystem, she became very powerful. But guess what? The 500 shares she had, translated into $3 million of money that she got. But that was the end of her story. She didn't start a design company to train women. She didn't write a book to tell her autobiography or biography. Just even last night, I was doing a little bit of research on her to see if there's anything on Wikipedia. That was it. The last thing on Wikipedia I said about her was that in 2000, she retired. You have $3 million. What's that you doing? Just put it in mutual fund and put it there. 2000, she retired. Nothing. Imagine if she started a design school that would teach women how to design. Because from where this thing came out from, there has to be more. There has to be more. But it stops there. That's what communication for impact is. Because a lot of time we think it's just about the oratory. I just come out here, I'm just going to talk, aspire to aspire, Maguire to inspire. That's not it. Communication for impact is the ability to carry an idea. This room we're looking at right now, just go back to Apple started in 1984. Go back to 1970 and recreate this room in 1970. And imagine if Steve Jobs sitting in this room. A $3 trillion company was sitting in this room. Now, take it back to 2025. Imagine what's sitting in this room. At least we know for Steven, he's already doing incredible stuff. But just imagine what's sitting in this room now. Okay, great. But the reason why it will not find expression or it will not materialize the way we expect it to materialize is something I call self-concept that we're going to touch later. Does it make sense? Is this worth your time so far?
Yeah.
So when we talk about communication for impact, it's not just for people. So when I shake your hand and I say, "Hi, good evening, my name is Christopher," it should resonate, it should say something. And so the next thing we're going to do, I'm just going to give you 45 seconds. And in that 45 seconds, I want you to just think, go through the files in your brain, all the ideas you've ever had. The ones you wanted to start to sell chin chin, you wanted to start a clothing brand, you wanted to build an NGO that would help girls, you wanted to build a free school, you wanted to start a chain of restaurants, you wanted to start a hair salon, you wanted to start like a soccer club for children. Go file those things in your brain now. Just start to think about them. That's your $1 billion idea. Because that was Apple, that was Netflix, that was Uber, that was Airbnb. And it's a room, when I was making this thing, I was very careful that I'm just using white people. What about people that look like you right now? Of course they are. But to hit the point that I'm exactly trying to make, I couldn't find people, that could represent that. But that doesn't mean that there is a glass ceiling anywhere. You and I can break it. It's a function of the mind. It's a function of the possibilities you can see. Because the story you tell yourself is what will. In fact, I'm going to tell you guys this story that was done at, I think it was Stanford. Has anyone heard of the phenomenon called the Pygmalion effect before? So the Pygmalion effect is a psychological phenomenon. They did a case study about it to prove that the story you tell yourself will materialize in your reality. And so in Stanford, they got a math teacher, two groups. One group, incredible guys, they were math whiz. They were great at mathematics. And the other guys were not good. Guess what they did? During the holiday, they switched their results. They didn't know that they switched their results. Teacher didn't know that they switched their results. The guys who were good now had bad grades. The teacher saw that these kids had bad grades. And so his reaction to them was that, "Are you guys, why are you so bad at math?" The guys who were bad in math, they gave them good grades. Teacher reacted, "You guys are incredible." And so the teacher's disposition followed the grade he saw. At the end of that semester, the math whiz performed poor. And the guys who were recalling were not smart, did incredibly well. And they came up to the conclusion that the Pygmalion phenomenon states that whatever story you tell yourself is called a self-fulfilling prophecy. It will eventually materialize. We'll talk about it, we'll do a self-concept here, we'll analyze our reality. But I want to establish that whatever it is, idea you currently have, it's not a wild idea. You say you want to build an app that people can disappear. It's possible. You want to build, we had a presentation in school, because I'm back in school, and they told us to come and talk about what Africa will look like in another 10 years. I said, imagine if we had a wristwatch like Ben 10 where you just press and you just disappear. You don't need for airports, aeroplane, carbon emission would reduce. That would be a very utopic world, But back in serious note, I hope you've been able to distill that idea. Now, what I'm doing is I'm just whetting your appetite for where we're going to. We haven't gotten to the end of, I'm just teasing your appetite. All right? Where we're eventually going to get to, you'll get to a point where the idea you have distilled, you can begin to pursue opportunities. Right? I'm standing here today because I had a crazy idea, worked on it, and it landed me a full scholarship to come to England to do my master's. If I'd never woken up to do it, I probably would be somewhere in one jungle talking about how the economy is bad. So at the end of the day, every single person will have something, but that's not communication for impact. Now, yeah. Okay, good. So we're going to do a little bit of exercise, and I need two volunteers. I need a guy and I need a girl. Yes.
Where was guy one? Where are you?
Yeah. All right, fantastic. So we're going to use. No, you're going to stand here. You're going to stand here. Fantastic. All right. Very good. Very good. You okay? You good? What's your name?
Isaiah.
What's your name?
Gabrielle.
I want you to look at people. Look at them. Constantly look. Just look. Who do you think is more confident among the three of us? What do you notice about his posture? What do you notice about her posture? Okay, could we get hands raised and up your posture? Yes.
He's proud because he's standing tall.
What do you notice about his posture? He's
thinks-
proud as
He
well.
thinks I have to be here.
Okay. I need a Stephen, you want to impute something? What do you think about what you think?
He's structured, and that's it. We're questioning what's next.
Mm.
She's more relaxed and accepting anything that's going to come.
Yeah, great. But I disagree with both of you. And the reason I disagree with both of you is that every time you have an opportunity to make an impression, you're very fantastic. You're being the first person to volunteer. Very powerful heart, please. And thank you, my brother, as well. No, just stay. Every time you have an opportunity to present yourself, always be the best version of yourself. And the trick is very simple. Never put your hands behind your back. What you're doing is that you're communicating. Oh, sorry. What you're doing by putting your hands behind your back, you may think it's humility, but you've sold me an unconscious narrative where I could be like, I can lose you. No, don't do that. You came in here, this is what you did. No. Now, but that's not what I wanted to do, but I wanted to illustrate how you think about yourself reflects in your posture. I learned a very long time ago when I meet somebody, how are you, sir? God bless you. I would never do that. Not because, not because of pride. But there's something you want to communicate to your destiny helper. So, Stevie, the destiny helper, to illustrate that concept to you, do you know what a destiny helper is? Basically means the person who is in a position to really help you to move the needle for you. That's what it means. For my Nigerian guys, you know what a destiny is? It's an internal joke we make.
I don't know.
Yeah. Your destiny helper, when they meet you, you want to be able to. It's like, don't say something. I'll leave the shoe you walk on. No. All right. So back to the points that we're going to do. So we're going to do something very interesting. I'm going to hand you the mic. You're going to do something. Stephen, I want you to give him an object, just any object, just any random thing. Yes. So you have a Fanta can. Yes. You can take that. You can take that. Great. Joseph, I want you to hand her any random object. Great, fantastic. So great. In 60 seconds, all right? In 60 seconds, we're going to start with you. 60 seconds. Tell us a story with this hat.
This is a hat, and it's been once protected from the cold during winter season, and it has different colors in it. It's pink, cream, gray, and brown. Thank you.
Your turn.
This is Tantra. It's a drink everyone should like. But right now it's empty because this content has been empty. So which means that we expect it to empty whatever God has deposited in us. Whether they make the word is a
So before we release them, again, I know you will feel this. I know you will feel this judging. It's called reverse psychology. She says, "Why am I negative? I'm not negative. I'm reverse psychology. I'm trying to use reverse psychology and all of this. Talk about the content you are made up of. What? Let's start with her. What did you, my chief, about her presentation? A chief is someone who has a crown in Nigeria. They're like royalty in Nigeria. Yeah. Someone from a royal family, we call them chiefs in Nigeria. So my chief is a metaphorical chief today. She'll be a good marketer. Okay. Okay, good. Do you guys agree with that? I have a contrarian view. What you guys, who else? Tell us your thought. Tell us your thought.
I think she only told us about the car, but she didn't decide the story that you didn't tell us. Yeah, I just know about the car.
Okay. So you agree to her or say she could have told a better story? Okay, good. So what would you just call her? What would you guys give her? What score would you give her? 6, 8, 7 going, 4 going, 5 going. That's the final answer. 4, 5. Okay, give her 5. So our brother here, what would you score him? Not factor.
I think it was more natural.
It was more natural.
Yeah, it was more natural.
Okay.
But
He gave a dream.
He gave his soul a dream. I love that. Yes.
I think he also spoke to the audience. So, from the Nigerian perspective, you can use God to enter people in your
Now, can we give both? Okay, yes.
Although I gave a negative remark about him, but he didn't send it, put him down. He made use of it and gave back.
Fantastic. Great. Let's hear.
Okay, but the first thing, I realized she didn't utilize the resource. That was time. It gave her a minute. But she spoke quickly. I thought she had gone on, it would have said more. But sometimes you may be giving something you shouldn't be doing. You should utilize the resources. And some of us, we don't take time as a resource. And that's why we may not rest on our dreams.
All right.
What am I doing up here? I should just get on the next game back home. Okay, please could we put our hands together for that? Thank you. So they've seen now me that I should get out of the stage, so I'm gonna be very simple. Now, what we did here was to show you insights into how the average person thinks. But a few things that I really wouldn't, okay, I probably will talk about it. Now, when it comes to content, right? Let's say, maybe I'll take that the last part of my slide. Now, what I tried to show you guys here now was to prove to you that it's possible for you to know your onions. It's possible for you to feel prepared. But if you don't know how to communicate and present to people, you keep losing people. You lose opportunities, you have a great idea and you lose it. But I'll show you guys towards the end. Okay, let's not take too much time. So, self-concept. When I started off, I made reference to self-concept. The only reason why we can have a company is Steve Jobs. If you're not, starts companies that can hit the 100 billion mark, it's something called self-concept. And your self-concept is reflected in your everyday interaction with people. how you see yourself, how you take up opportunities, the opportunities you pursue. And so when it comes to communicating for impact, the first thing you want to ensure that as an individual you prioritize is that you need to change the way you look at yourself. There's a quote that says that you don't see the world the way the world is. You see the world the way you are. And so if you're a very cynical person, something is happening to your internal environment. Okay? So change it. You're a $1 billion idea away. Literally, forget the how. Your mind is a gold mine. It's an incredible asset. Okay? Well, let's move on. So I already did this, so you guys will pass this already. Social exchange interaction. Should we do that? Okay. Let me get another volunteer. Oh, Victoria. Let's put our hands together for Victoria. Victoria and I used to be classmates. So great. All right. So what do we want to achieve? Just talk about self-concept, Victoria. Meaning that there is a perception you have about yourself. There's an image you hold about yourself. All right? So we're going to show these people where your thermostat is. Is that correct? So just follow my cue. Can you give her a mic, please? Can you give her a mic? All right, so turn around the page. You guys watch this interaction. All right. What's the first thing you notice? Don't tell me anything. What's the first thing you notice? Just don't say it out. Just you are your teacher now. What's the first thing you notice? Just keep. These guys they can't see your picture. But make sure you're reading every movement, every body language. Hi Victoria, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
What happened yesterday?
Well, yesterday was a long day. Came to work. It was raining and I left my keys at home and was stuck outside the rain. I had to wait for my family to come for me. But I had a good time with myself and I sang to myself. So that's good.
What you guys notice again? So what's happening here is active listening. But on her end, there's very little eye contact. And when there is no eye contact, it's a sign of something. Either this guy is more powerful than you are, or you're intimidated by it. Is that okay? Yeah. Eye contact. All right. When you meet somebody, especially if you meet your destiny helper, make eye contact. So don't. How are you, sir? Yes. When yes. And yes, sir. Yes. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Make eye contact. You may have $10 million. I don't know how many money. I probably tricked out this place. Look, I have something that you need. That's that sort of disposition. Okay. Please put your hands together for her. Let's take some more time with her. Social exchange interaction. Now, stage cues and expression. Now, I cannot teach communication for impact in 30 minutes. That's wow. Even in 1 hour, we can't teach it. But I'm not an expert. I told Ruti, this topic you gave me, this is not my niche. And I was like, no, you can't do it, you can't do it. So everything you guys are seeing here, this is not my niche. Okay? So, stage cues and expression. You know, I have all these emojis representing many things here because every time you get an opportunity, if you're a pastor, you look like a pastor. So are you a pastor? Are you a pastor? No. Are you a pastor? You look like you smile like a pastor. Do you know what I just did to the room now? Do you know what that does to you? It makes you laugh and stuff. So you can stand on the stage and regulate. You can stand on the stage and regulate the emotion of everybody. So now, even if I'm an Olodo, See me, so an Olodo in Nigeria, an Olodo, so it's a colloquial term we use to describe a dog. So it's an inside joke. So I'm wrapping up. So even if I'm an Olodo, right, somewhere at the back of your mind, you're like, this guy knows what he's doing. That's the power of just being able to communicate for impact. I'm pretty sure if you don't remember anything I said, you still remember that was really funny, right? So now, how do you create all of these things? When every time you get an opportunity to speak, maybe you're going to talk in church tomorrow, you're going to lead a presentation, never ever start your presentation this way. Hi, it's such a great pleasure to be here. I just want to say thank you very much. God has been good. We just blessed. Never do that. How do you exude power? You want to open up yourself and enter the people. Hi, my name is Izo Bagora. It's a great honor to be here today. I just want to say thank you so much for bringing me here today. You know you're going to pay my price there. For bringing me down here to talk to these incredible people. It's such a great honor. And I want you to know what you're doing is exceptional. The time will come when they will definitely reward you in this country. Now, when I reduce the tone of my voice, what I'm doing is that I'm spiking your dopamine. And so there's increased focus. And so every time you get an opportunity to talk to people, there's so many parts, there's voice inflection, there's enunciation, there's all of those parts, but this is how best I can relate this to you. But the end goal, what I want to connect these two, the thinking local and going global is this. You're going to get opportunities to sell yourself. And when you get that opportunity, forget what you don't have. Enter that room like somebody who nobody knows your story. You are the one that knows your story. Send the most excellent version. And when you fake it a long time, it becomes your reality. Alright? Now I'm not talking about those fake like the extreme one. You guys know what I'm talking about. Won't stop stealing, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You fake those stuff, don't do any of those things. But after a while, when you continue to practice, it gets better. I'm pretty sure like storytelling, we forget about that. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. You can check out my channel, a couple of stuff there. And yeah, thank you very much.
Give a round of applause for Itofa. That was such a beautiful session, and I love that last. Oh, they didn't scan the QR code. Please leave it up for a few minutes. I love that last practice that he just did where he spoke a certain way and reduced his voice. I saw some ladies just began to smile when he was a married man. Yes. He is the husband of the lawyer preacher. Yes. I'm just saying that, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. He's smiling. That's the wife. Yeah, okay, so we'll take about 2 questions. Anyone, yes? Okay, we can increase it to 5. That's 3. Anyone else? Trust me, you cannot have a brainwave when I close this. This is 3 now. If we start, we can no longer take any more questions. Okay, so any other one? We only have 3 now. Thank you, that's closed. Can we have, thankfully they are all within the same place. Yeah. And please tell us who your question is directed to. If it is Itofa, okay, please. Tell us your name, your matric number. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for the presentation. My name is Pascal. I wanted to ask you the scenarios you gave us and the reactions you made. Are there exceptions? Because when he was illustrating, there was this person in my mind, and it seems the person also tells a different story. And that's the truth for County. We all know his personality, his demeanor, and the success he has achieved. Just like he hadn't looked into people's faces and eyes. County.
Yeah,
so when he was talking, that guy was saying, so are there exceptions? Look or behave like they do. Thank you.
Yeah, so of course.
Sorry, because that question is sort of mine. So we have cultural context. Let's say I need to take a solution to a town in Nigeria, and then I'm standing before the king. I'm not going to extend my country. So my culture about probably I would want to regard the king by buying all the things directly to his house. So how do I manage situations like that and still come up confident and be able to?
So again, follow the cultural protocol. Our content, at the end of the day, all of those things and content is rubbish. Your helper will lead. So it's to ensure that the content is refined, right? If the content is refined, no matter what, for the country's part, again, context is also very important, and then they're also exceptional. If you read the book, The Outlier by Malcolm Gladwell, always have those people, you know. So, but if you now say he's doing that, I want to try it, maybe it will be the experiment people will be using it. So I would recommend that this is what the group is. And then secondly, is bow down to your king, do all of those things, they're important.
Add something to that. And this is specifically speaking to the likes of, Kante that you used. You can't exactly always use that kind of person as a benchmark. And this is why he's currently active in his field of endeavor, right? What we should be looking at is 10 years post football. Who is he? Right? Because if you notice, most of the very relevant footballers using football as a case study now, most of the very relevant footballers of our time now are leaving the pitch for the mic. So you notice almost all great footballers now are doing podcasts, granting interviews that most of the footballers of, let's say, the 90s or 80s were not doing. Because they now understand the place of attention. Essentially, everything he's talking about today is, about grabbing and keeping the attention of either someone or people. And you don't want to be a Kante. There will always be the Kantes, but you have a purpose, you have a vision. Kante will probably not come to sell to you. But if you have a vision, you don't want to be a Kante for context. Today, we can be in the UK and shake people looking them straight in the eye. You know that you can do that in the UK because that's what is generally acceptable. In fact, if you look down or look away, they will consider you timid or a fraud in the UK. But in Nigeria, or most African countries where we're from, if you look people in the eye, they consider you proud, right? So you need to understand there's something in communication called the DNA of communication. Depending on who you are speaking to, you should first try to ascertain their desire, need, and aspiration. And that's what is called the DNA. That's what will determine how you approach, communicating with them. All right. Thank you very much. That was just my 2 cents. Yeah, we have one more question.
No, the question came through him because I was going to ask the same question.
Oh, right.
That behavior, I see it's
Yeah.
It's typical of that culture and doesn't reflect.
Yeah, it doesn't reflect every part of Nigeria also. I'm from the East, where was I come from, by the way? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm from the East, and there is something growing up in Lagos taught me, right? In the East, we don't bow. Even when we see the king, you, just like the British, we don't bow. But in Yoruba land, you don't just bow for the king, you bow for any elder, right? And I learned that in Lagos. So an average friend will see me speaking to a very older Igbo man, or even a titled chief, and I'm just shaking hands and discussing on a parallel, but he is wondering and thinking that I lack respect. Because in Yoruba land, I can't see someone with that kind of, profile and just walk up to him. Just like seeing the Romeo of Ife, and I'm shaking. You know what I mean? So you need to understand that, the culture is different. And when you are, for instance, if you're going to speak to the Easterners in Nigeria, you have to learn how they communicate. If you're speaking to the Westerners, you learn how they communicate. Now I prostrate, if you see me prostrate sometimes, you will think that I live on the floor to a Yoruba person. Because sometimes that is when I worked as a marketing consultant in Nigeria, and sometimes the only thing that opens the door for you is just that first, great thing. You just frustrate and somebody say, yeah, that's the person. You see that guy giving the contract. That's all. Somebody else can come in and speak English till tomorrow. But you see, because you frustrated, this guy, only one. And that's it. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Any other question? Okay, no, we said no more. Yes, please, go ahead.
Yes, so just in relation to what everybody has said, was very quickly, I just wanted to share something. And I think one of the problems that we Nigerians actually have, not just, I would say Africans actually, is that we don't know how to approach. A lot of us, there was a question somebody asked earlier, and I said, we have pioneers, we have people who operate minds, insights, and all. How do we approach them? They are unapproachable and all. But I think many of us actually don't know how to approach, in the sense that, for instance, let me give you an example. I run a podcast, and in a day, I get over 50 DMs. And half of that DM, the first thing that comes in is hi. How do I respond to hi? I'm a busy person. I run podcasts on healing, on marital life, and all of these things. You have a problem. You actually need my help, and I know. But you're coming into my DM, and the first thing you're saying is, hi. Are we familiars? And you expect me to say hi to you back, or I will say hello. But somebody else comes into my DM and says, hello, my name is this. And now I love what TikTok does. You can only message somebody once until they reply you before next. So now you have a problem, or you have a program or something you want to sell to me in my DM, and you only have one opportunity to sell it. You can write as long as possible, but you decided that the only word you wanted to write was hi. When you could use that hi to write a 3-paragraph and explain exactly what your business plan is, what you want to do, how you intend to achieve it, how you intend to want me to support you. But you said only hi. Or you say, hello, my name is Silikoya. When you have a chance, I would like to have a conversation with you. 1,000,001 people want to have a conversation with you, and you think I'm just going to give you my time because you said that in my comment or in my DM. You just missed an opportunity. And also, another thing is, respect has killed a lot of us in Nigeria. In the sense that, there was this example somebody gave. I'm a presenter, by the way. In Nigeria, there was this presenter that was actually having a session, and she was sitting with a millionaire. And the man said, and she asked the question, how do I access opportunity? And he said, I'm going to give you an example. And he brought out his check and said, here, write what you want on it. And she said, oh, sir, no, it's against my job. I can't. I said, go ahead. She said, sir, no, I'm sorry. And she returned it. And it happened to somebody else. And he just told the guy, and the man, the same procedure, the man said, there were 2 presenters, when 2 presenters are sitting, the man was like, don't you want the same opportunity? Write what you want. The guy just picked the thing. He didn't want to be too greedy, And then it was like 5 million. And on the spot, the man transferred that 5 million. And she went on with nothing. You know why? Too much respect. My tradition, we don't do it. In my culture, nobody has done it in my family before. Why can't you be the best? What's holding you? I'm just giving an example. So yes, that's it. And the last thing, but not the least, is one of the things that most of us also lack is consistency. We give up very easily. I'm just going to give you a very short story and whatever I want to say. I run a podcast. As at the time I started, whenever I post, maybe like 20 views, 40 views, 50. And then I started posting, and then I gave myself the duty. I said, I'm going to post every single day, one video. And I started on the 17th post, or something like that. That post, I posted maybe 2 years and all of this, and nothing has happened. On the 17th post, I just noticed that it was going 150 views, 200,000 views. Before I knew, we were talking about 500,000 views. And the moment that one hit 500,000, the rest started blowing up. Many of us, we start something now because we have posted 30 or we have done 40 different products and nothing works. We want to give up. What if the 41st one was the one that's supposed to work? I know it's not easy, money, everything and all, but then consistency actually goes a long way. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to do something because for coming to this event today and then being there up to this time is not a small feat. All right, so I need you to do something for me. Celebrate yourselves with a round of applause for being here. All right. And I really do hope that you've enjoyed this session. I really do hope you've taken so much away. Like Rotimi said earlier, that there is a community that True has where you can be part of. And all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So if you look at, all right. So there's a QR code on the screen. I need everybody to bring out their phone at this point and scan the QR code, please. Every single person. I'll wait for like 1 minute. Please, everyone, scan the QR code and give us feedback. Now, I need you to understand how important it is for you to give us feedback. This event has been packaged by True Initiative, completely free. And the only thing you now have to pay is the feedback. All right. Please give us feedback. Let us know what you've enjoyed. I believe there is a list of questions there. Please let us know what you've enjoyed, what you think that we can do better on, going forward. All right. It's extremely important for us and the future of Standout. All right. Because there is this 4.0, 10.0, 2.0. Okay, please give us feedback. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I'd like to bring forward the convener of this event one more time for his closing remark. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Olorunfemi Oluwaroti.
Please clap for yourselves once again. Thank you very much to every one of you that stayed up to this point. I do not take your presence for granted. I hope it was worth your time. Before I give my closing remark, I don't even have anything to say, to be fair. I think I'm very satisfied. I want to say a big thank you to all our speakers, Itofa, my brother, friend, and his wife, who is now my adopted sister, and everyone. I think most of the speakers have gone to. And to you, the hosts, because they meet me outside and say, I did not recognize you. So please let's clap for the hosts, both of them. I'm sure they did justice to this event, right? So I have a bit of surprise. And okay, before I say my surprise. So 9th of November, 2024, this vision was established. And it was exactly 1 year on Sunday. And it's been a journey. It's been a journey. We had to register the company officially, incorporate it April 30th, 2025. And it's been a journey. We've done 3 events now, and they have been very impactful, and we are just getting started. And this is where we are this week. And this, we have Standout here, and we have the Arch, which is our entrepreneurial concept. It's an event for people who love business and want to start a business. But expect more from us next year. So I would like to appreciate those who have made Standout what it is today. Before I recognize our speakers, even though some of them have gone, I'll send them the copy later. I'd like to appreciate my team. Again, they are the best team in the world. And I don't mind working that. They're the best thing in the world. And I'd like to appreciate them one after the other. Itofa was on the team last year, the maiden edition, but now he's coming back as a big boy. So please let's clap for Itofa Ivara as he comes to take his certificate of appreciation. Don't worry, when we make more money, we start having plans. Yeah. Next is Sheung Akonde, who is the head of communications for Troy. The next is someone has to take over, Carl Doni. So someone has to. Okay. Gabrielle Agbeli. She is the HR officer. Okay, I would like to call on Daniel Okezwe, who is Politic MC. My beautiful friend, Tim Nicola, all the way from Cardiff, Wales. She was on the bus overnight to make it for this event. Please let's clap for her. Yeah. She's a model, actually. Okay, and now to our speakers. I'd like to call on Grace Itofa Ivara. Thank you so much. All the way from Ireland. Thank you so much. Omo Yeme. I hope I got that correctly. Jesus. I know it's Omo Yeme. No, it's Omoye. Omoyeme. Right. Okay. I would like to call on all our volunteers. Please can you come on stage? All our volunteers, come on stage. Hurry up, we're leaving.
I'm already.
And if you know you are a member of Troy team, this is someone take over from you. We need someone to take this picture.
Let me take it. You sure?
Okay. Gabriel, Chelsea. Kenny, where are you? Okay. Carl, don't let it look like it's only women we have in Troy. Sorry guys, please. You just need to. All right. So please let's clap for these guys. always working, I'm always pushing them, challenging them, correcting them most times. And so thank you very much. I want to really appreciate everyone. Sincerely, I'm really grateful for everyone who has come tonight. I can't start mentioning names, I had a friend who came all the way from Birmingham, traveling also in the night. I want to clap for my friend Titi. Thank you so much. God bless you. I want to thank my friend all the way from Bristol. My friend from Leeds, Manchester, every one of you, I love you all. Thank you so much. God bless you. Just do me one favor. Let's all come here. I'm going to cut this cake. Please, everyone, we're taking a picture together. Troy at 1. Come and be part of history. So when we are 20 years down the line, you'll be like, I was there. Don't be shy, don't be shy. Everybody. Come and feature. Let's all go together. Everything is inside. And please, let's clap for our baker, Michelle Akoni, for taking this for us. Thank you so much. Hopefully she doesn't charge me after. Are you guys, don't be afraid, don't be scared.
Okay, when you're done, you can look at me.
Hi.
Okay. Let's see inside. Let's see. Okay. Can you smile for me? Anyone want to jump? You're too quiet.
All right. We have some events lined up this November for some of my friends. As you can see on the screen, we have Breaking the Silence on Fibroid and Women's Health Conference coming on the 26th of November. And we also have another event. We also have Beyond the Sun by Pamela. Please
Do well to attend on the 23rd of November. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you. Yes. Network, meet someone new, connect. That might be your next investor. Thank you. See you next year.
Come and grab a slice of cake.
All right, thank you very much, everyone, for being here today. I really, yes, please also come for the African Business Association conference and exhibition, scaling your business amid global challenges. All right, thank you for coming out tonight. My name is Daniel Okezwe. I am the Prolific MC. I'm available across all social media platforms at Daniel Okezwe. Please follow me. I do follow back. It's free.
I want to do. I can do. So, no, I want them to do that your partner. And also that we use it She's more than tired. I think it was me that both of them.
Thank you very much. See you at the Arch and Stand Out 3.0. Bye.